Second grenade. And then Gaichu, you can slash people. That's so cute that he's trying to buff. Like, I just blew 2 of your friends up, guys. Maybe buffing in the bathroom isn't the best choice. And they're arranging themselves in a group! So considerate of them. Guess what? You know what I feel like? Some chain lightning! Chain lightning! What? What is going on here? Fine. Fine. It's okay. Gaichu, you're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's ruined. Oh. Koshi's got some stuff. And then Gaichu, you wanna gnaw some people's faces off? Cause that sounds like a fun game. I like making that sound, you guys. Super pro. And then I'm gonna slash this guy in the face. That's going well. Raptor, can you shoot this guy? No, you can't. These guys are not very good. Tooth boop. I like that, KB Tibbs. I like that. I'm still gonna make this sound, but in my head, I'll be saying tooth boop. I'm enjoying... Theater Nerd, you're concerned that I'm enjoying the undead gnawing of... Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's just... It's a good way to get some frustration out, you know? Speaking of which... Slash! That was sad. There we go. There we go. So Time Turner got your area of effect back. So you could do like a thing here. And then Isabel, you could try grenading this guy. Nice! Didn't hit Gaichu, hit both of the other people. Well done. You're the best. Good job, Isabel. Isabel is a permanent member of the team. She's great. Like, I feel like she and Mainframe from Shadowrun Corporate Sins would be would get along very well with each other. Why is everyone missing this guy? Is he made of invisible? Good job with the 1 HP there. Ow! Inappropriate. That was a large hit. I need more HP. I am super squish. There we go. There we go. Hi, Avery's daddy. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. 1 HP, the most healing. The most healing there's ever been done ever. Alright. Wait, do I need to do anything else here? Did we do the things correctly? Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. No, don't go all the way over there. Just gonna check. We did it, guys. And you know what we didn't do? We didn't die. As you reach for the elevator's control panel, you can feel the electric sensation of the key dancing across your skin. This feeling is noticeable even to those not magically attuned. The disruption here is that strong. Behind you, the trapped and turbulent key swirls inside the iconic Sky Tower atrium. You can actually see the air around the atrium warp and ebb as the key surges and breaks against the obstacles around it, looking for a way to move, to flow, and finding none. The job is done. Desecrated the whooshing lotus, and in so blemished the prideful face of a megacore. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen or felt Ki this way. I imagine this must be what it feels like for an attuned person in the walled city. Must be unbearable. Get the hell out! Oons, 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 oons. Yeah. Wuxing won't know what hit them. The embarrassment of their own geometric science turned against them will sit unfavorably on the tongues of Wuxing executives and maybe even get a few people terminated. They'll know it wasn't just the building you battered. You sent a message. Everyone has a weakness that can be exploited. The change in Feng Shui should keep them... Feng Shui? Yeah, Feng Shui should keep them spinning for months. The complete disruption of their Ki and destruction of their temple will cripple the energy at this branch of the company. And with Wuxing focusing on restoring their temple, it will be a long time before they discover the full extent of your assault. Boom! I don't know if they heard, but we're heavy hitter Shadowrunners. Feng Shui. Feng Shui. Getting swayed here. Your comlink chirps and kindly Cheng's rusty voice slides through the speaker. You can hear the sounds of mahjong players laughing in the background. It's Auntie Cheng, dear. I'm here now, and I have a present for you, little one. She sounds like a big cat of the carcass of a wildebeest. I have a lead on the location of the plastic-faced man. The man we saw in the surveillance footage meeting Raymond Black at the tea house on the docks. Where is he? Not on the comm. Come see me and we'll talk. +1 action point. Your experiences increase your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Sweet. I didn't even use any health kits that run, guys. Yeah, we're basically legends. Gonna go get my money, though. Money, 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 money. Except that song is ruined for me because of The Apprentice. And it comes on at the office Sonos sometimes. And I'm like, nobody else had it ruined for them. Oh, right. Plastic Man. Right, right. Whenever she says plastic face man, I just think of Woody from Toy Story. Wouldn't that be funny? If you just subbed in Woody from Toy Story for the plastic face man. Because he's pretty creepy. I don't know if you saw my photos from when I went to Tokyo Disneyland. But the Toy Story Mania ride, you have to walk into a giant Woody head. And it's like... It's not good. New messages. About those dreams. Gobbet's face winks onto the screen. Her rats are perched on her head, and she holds a laser pointer clutched between her thumb and forefinger. Wow, that's... Seems like there's a lot going on there. Okay. Oh, hey, Seattle. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Why did I just say that? This is a recording. It doesn't matter if it's a bad time. Well, anyway, I was thinking about that talk we had, you know, the dream talk about the nightmares and stuff. I've got a friend in town. She runs the Parlor of Five Faces. It's sort of our local magic shop. Yeah, I know Crafty. Anyway, she's smart. Really smart. Her mom was sort of a local authority on all things magical, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. If you wanted to ask anyone in town about these dreams, she'd be the right one to choose. She just makes the rats go off her head. Anyway, just thought it might help. If you've already been talking to Crafty, please disregard this message. I'm out. Peace. Jobs. Claim payment. A little bird whispered in my ear that Wuxing's fortunes are already falling. Their stock value dropped by 2% already. The client finds this to be an acceptable indication of your success and has forwarded payment. I've attached your cut to this email. And I've got some pay data. We'll look for one other article. We'll just sort of work through these slowly. Oh, this is about us, I think. Been hearing about some buzz about some mainlander terrorists that showed up in Victoria Harbor and had a shootout with the HKPF the other day. Anyone heard anything? Moonpal said there were 4 of them that got away. 1 elf, 2 orcs, and a dwarf. A troll, an elf, and a human were all killed on the scene. Word is they're members of White Star out from Heen and coming here to start trouble against the Executive Council. Looks like there's a 50,000 reward for any information. I think they'd actually pay out to somebody like us. Not a chance. You walk in there to claim the reward, you're getting thrown in a hole with them. HKPF doesn't keep promises to the sinless. Because I know the police. They're all dirty. They're in there to protect their paychecks. They don't give a damn about anyone else. Believe me. Like even your triad looked out for my brother. Oh, shit. This shit got personal. So many things. Can't get a flight to Seattle. Hey, I got a problem I hope one of you can help with. I came out to the Fez 2 weeks ago for work. Now that the job is wrapped, I've been trying to get an under-the-table flight for Seattle for the past week. Off the books, no passport control, that kind of thing. Nobody's making the trip. What gives? Check the news feeds, man. Haven't you heard? The Seattle is on lockdown. Nothing coming in or out of the city without a thorough search for at least another week. They caught some smugglers trying to move some really nasty stuff through a covert landing at Discovery Park. Isn't that where MFEC had a nasty run-in? Discovery Park? It seems like an awful reaction. Tons of awful moose stuff was in Seattle every day. Not like this. You didn't hear it from me, but I had some friends with ICE. See whatever it was set off the radiological alarms of the Coast Guard ship that was sweeping the area. We're talking fissionable material here, enriched and ready to go in a bomb. No way, I don't buy that for a second. Most likely some corp had an accident with one of their ships and just dumped some radiological material. They just don't want to admit it, so City Hall is covering their asses. Don't dismiss— It's Tyler! Tyler's on Shadowlands! Don't dismiss the news so lightly. The smugglers were carrying cargo for Winter Night. It's only pure luck the cargo was intercepted at all. Who the hell is Winter Night? Sounds like a goblin rock band. Not who, what. All you need to know is this. Winter Night is bad news. You cross them, they destroy your life. You ever run into any of them on a job, I suggest a solution that comes in 7.62 millimeters. Alright. Maybe we talk to somebody else again. We haven't hung out with Isabel much. And then we'll finish up by visiting Kindly and seeing what's going on over there. What is these? How are these different than the other stairs? Yeah, those are the ones. Isabel! Here, Isabel, Isabel, Isabel. Oh, they're all at Kindly's. Nobody told me we were going for a party. Jeez. KB Tibbs, I don't know why you can't clip the stream. That's weird. So I'm betting my friends aren't downstairs either. Oh, Koshi's all alone. Who is this sad Koshi? Who is this lonely Koshi? Here's just... Yeah, fine. Fine. Everybody's just out. That's weird, guys. I had trouble clipping yesterday when I was trying to clip my brother's stream and it wasn't working. But it was from the mobile app. Are you trying to clip from mobile or are you trying to clip from desktop? And that's not working. Oh, we got more upgrades. Plague Barrier. Conjuring spell which sets 4 heavy cover barriers that last 3 rounds. Anyone that enters takes minus 14 HP and 1 AP damage. Does that include friendlies? You're on desktop and the clipping's not working. Well, that's bullshit. Oh, I forgot to upload last week's stream, I think. I don't know. I'll have to check. Spiritualist. Gain rat, devil rat. Spirit fetish. I don't know about that. Sabotage. Cyberware. Bright light system. High energy flash bulbs hidden in a cyber eye. Capable of temporarily blinding an opponent. 2 AP. Or jolt alert system. If the user is brought into a stunned state, they will be jolted awake with 1 AP. I like this because this seems like if you're in a pinch, and she is important to my party. So, but she doesn't spend tons of time in meat space. But at the same time, both of these are meat space options. Oh la la la! Recoil compensation, full auto fire, or shock baton. I don't know. That sounds better. Gaichu. preventing critical hits in the open or disease. I like this. This sounds good. Hits a lot of folks. Plague barrier is nice. Cool. And then predator. Melee systems. Not many people get close to Crochet. Goodbye, KB Tibbs. Thanks for joining us. Have a good Sunday. Augment weapon. So I think that's the set of upgrades we're going to go with. Yep. Exit. Fix that. So let's go talk to Kindly. And then we'll bring the puppets back out. So, just thank you for the follow, Enzo. Thank you. Welcome to the Muppet Mafia. I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and we are very glad to have you here. If you're in chat, please feel free to say hi. We're very friendly. We're the Muppet Mafia. We're an organized joy syndicate. Less with the organized crime, more with the organized happiness. So let's go to Kindly. Kindly Chang is in the midst of emptying 2 plastic shopping bags when you enter. She places the contents in a pile on her mahjong table. 2 liquor bottles without labels, a box for thin black cigars, an assortment of individually wrapped gourmet chocolates, and a large caliber pistol with electrical tape wrapped around a script. You know, just the grocery store run. Ah, good. You're here. It seems like forever since we saw each other. Welcome back. Yes, my darling, yes. I met with several contacts within my network who referred me to others in neighboring cities. Regardless of how far technology moves forward, tradition demands that some things be handled face to face. I have returned with information that will lead you to the plastic-faced man. The man who killed Raymond Black. Excellent. Did you? And what was it you uncovered? The man who raised us isn't Raymond Black. He's Edward Sang, the son of Josephine Sang. You were raised by Josephine's son? That explains where Edward went when he disappeared years ago. Seattle. No, just that he went missing after Josephine completed rebuilding the walled city. That was in the early 30s. You realize what this means, don't you, my sweet? That inbred little goat whore was cold enough to have her own son executed. Everything you need to move forward. I know the identity of the plastic-faced man. His name is Lee Tai Lung, and he's an independent contractor, a trusted, deniable asset who handles all of Josephine Sang's more delicate operations off the books and away from the public eye. The plastic-faced man is her shadowy right hand outside the corporation. She doesn't bother with the glass. She takes a long pull off the stinking bottle and wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. And I know how to find him, too. I've made contact with an information broker, Zhao Shi, who works out of an abandoned night market in Shek-Kip-Ni called the Xing House Court. It's not hard to find. Zhao Shi has gained access to the plastic-faced man's complete itinerary, where he'll be, who he'll be with, what sort of security he'll have, the works. Maybe if you're a secret assassin, don't keep an itinerary on digital form? I don't know. I mean, seems like it's a bit of a liability. You can use it to perform an extraction. Grab him and find out what he knows. Did you find out why he has a face made of plastic? It's not just his face. Lee Tai Lung's entire skull is synthetic. He's designed himself to be the perfect corporate operative. He's installed a unique piece of headwear, you see. It allocates and compartmentalizes client-made memories so they can be erased upon completion of the job. And as an added security measure, this cortical implant will wipe his memory if it detects that he's been captured. So he's like the living embodiment of the Dollhouse show. Okay. So we need a circuit then to implant.
Exactly. Unless you can find a way around the cortical implant, you'll have no way to extract the information he has and figure out what happened to Raymond Black. Now, I've done my part in this, my darling. You need to find a way to neutralize that device.
I know a way. I've heard of something like this before. I met someone in the Matrix who had to shirk a similar memory wipe implant once. It was a requirement for a big job, and she pulled it off.
Keep talking.
Her handle is Dreamland, and I know where to find her. All I have to do is convince her to give up that secret of how she did it.
No matter who you choose to help snatch this guy, I'm going to be there when you extract the information about him from Raymond. You got it, Hermione?
We should all be there. I know that I want to see this.
Very good, my darlings. Now listen to me. After you get what you need from the plastic-faced man, I want you to end him. You understand? I need to send a very clear message that this is what happens when you mess with Kindly Cheng's operations, with Kindly Cheng's people. Josephine takes Nightjaw, I take her plastic-faced man. Once you snatch the plastic-faced man, Sang will know something is happening, and events will unfold very quickly after that. You'd best close out any pressing business you have before heading to check me to see Zhao Shi. Do you understand? That's right, my darling. No more side jobs and no more dalliances. Be sure your affairs are in order before you head to see the information broker. All right. Well, we've got at least one more side gig to go, but we're getting close to a main plot point. So, that seems like a good place to save out for the day. We'll do our upgrades next time. No more dalliances. All right. Well, let's go back outside so we don't have to listen to Mahjong tiles. Bunny, bunnies. So, we did a Shadowrun thing, you guys. I think we don't have time to do another mission today because wedding. And I gotta do some errands and stuff before that. But we got some bunnies. 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 That's a better use of the money song. To sing about bunnies. Yeah. So, let's get a certain someone back out here. I'm not sure if I'm going to talk to any fairies, you guys. If you missed our earlier session, Sprinkles had convinced herself that she wanted to talk to a fairy to become a real girl. And we told her to go off and think about the consequences. And also, Lugeron pointed out that she is not very, she's a bit too judgmental to earn free gifts from fairies. What? I'd be willing to pay for it with what? I don't know. I'd probably ask you for money. Well, good luck with that. Hello, everyone. Hello, 4am Critter. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hi, Left-Handed Monkey Ranch. Hi, Krillin. Oh, yeah, I'd love to be a fairy princess. Are they hiring for that kind of thing? No, I don't think they're hiring for fairy princesses. That's a very competitive job market. Do I have to get, like, a degree? Like a fairy princess degree? I don't know. Maybe there's an online program. You could look into it. But I'm not good with the online. Stupid hands. Hi, Fractali. You're very welcome for the great stream, Fractali. I know most of it was me, but, it's fine. You didn't die in Shadowrun, so that's good. Oh, Exter says fairies accept souls as payment. Do you have a spare? No, I don't have a spare. Well, I was just asking. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Is there Gobo from the Fraggles? It's actually Red Fraggle is hiding out in the back. Yeah, see, she's right there. I can't. It's. Hi, Red Fraggle. Hello. Yeah. So born into the fairy princess business? Well, that's bullshit. I mean, how do they expand their market? How do they get new ideas if it's all the same people all the time? I think they need to, open up their hiring, be more inclusive, fairy godmothers. Yeah, that's right. Be more inclusive for puppets. I can dance too, you know. Mo is not the only dancer around here.
Well, guys, do you have any questions for Sprinkles before we end? So, next week, I will update on the Discord. I do want to broadcast. I need to figure out, so next week at Microsoft is the Puzzle Hunt, which is a yearly 2-day event, and it's crazy nerd puzzling all weekend. And so they're 12-person teams, but there's a lot of puzzles. And so if my team is meeting earlier in the day, then I might do an evening broadcast instead. But if my team is meeting later in the day, like around lunchtime or something, then I'll do maybe a shorter stream in the morning. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I got to help Team SMRT help us put in a good showing. So next week, and then the other thing is, I actually don't know. I need to check because I don't remember when my flight leaves. So I'm gonna check real quick because I forget if it leaves Sunday. I think it leaves Sunday, so that means that next week will be my last stream of the month. Urgh. God damn it. There we go. Click on travel. Delta. This is not working super well. I'm gonna drag this over.
I'm messing you up because now you have to use your left hand. Haha, it's like be me. Be me.
Delta, 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 delta. There we go. 24th. Sunday, 24th of September. Depart 1:51 p.m. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a stream that morning because I am going to be out in the international customs lines of stuff. So, stay tuned for bonus streams because it is September too, and I would like to make a couple more bonus streams work. But I think next week is going to be our last Shadowrun Sunday of the month, and so the question is just, I need to figure out what time I can broadcast. Given that I'm not going to be able to do it the following week, I will probably shoot for doing our morning stream. But I might start it early. I might start at like 9 a.m. Don't forget to have a hot dog in Denmark. Microsoft is looking for talent in that area. Are they designers? I'm open to all possibilities right now because the United States is kind of on fire. So, people hear about cool designer jobs in Europe. You should totally let me know. 2-day puzzles events are awesome. It's an important part. And I did a puzzle room again on Thursday night, but we broke it 3 times because this was a really fancy puzzle room that had a bunch of like digital things that connected multi-room, but it was running through a central Raspberry Pi like desktop, and it kept crashing, and it had information we needed.
Yeah, they broke a high-tech puzzle room 3 times.
We didn't break it. It broke with me near it because that's the effect I have in devices. But we still beat it in 45 out of the 60 minutes. So good job, us. I think it would have been even faster without those delays. And they did give us some time back, but not as much, I think, as the delays cost us. And yeah, they gave us a discount for other ones. But who knows what we'll do them. But obviously I like puzzles, and so next weekend is happening.
Is that even a sentence? You're getting a little boop boop. And I didn't even move my mouth. I just boop booped with my eyes or something. Oh, you do that in the game. Boop. Boop. I learned it by watching you.
Well, I can't really scold her for that one. She definitely did learn it by watching us.
So, I hope you guys have a good week. Bye, Turtleneck. Have fun at the music festival.
No, I'm not the anti-mainframe because I think in some ways it is a technical skill to be able to expose the gaps in systems. And also, it's a skill to be able to identify when a system has broken again. In some cases, when you're like, enough to question a system and be like, I don't think this is standard operating procedure. Mordecai was not with me in the puzzle room. Dave was, but yeah. Putting devs in a room with computer puzzles is dangerous. But yeah, there were cool things like, it was a time travel themed one. And so like,
you would break into rooms, and you broke into one room by entering the date that the room was set. It was, it's like in 2023 or something, and there was a safe there, and you had to set a combination in the safe in that room, and then there was another room that was in the future a bunch of years, and the combination to the safe in that room was based on the combination you set in the previous room, and so that was a cool thing. There were some cool, and the game ended with we had to unlock this gun, very Shadowrun like.
Yeah, Cheryl got the gun because she's like, oh
god. And I was like, so I have this gun now, and I'm walking around through all these rooms. I'm like, I don't know. There's a green light there. I'm gonna shoot it just to rule it out, but that ended the game. I thought if I had known that the action I was going to do was actually going to end the game, I might have done a little bit more fanfare, like, I'm going to do the thing, but instead it was like, boop, pew, 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 pew. So, yeah, it's fun, but.
yeah, that's what they do for fun, is they put themselves in stressful situations and solve them. Yeah. Oh, Florian Critter, I like that use of the emojis with me and having the gun. That's great. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew! Yeah, someone should hire me for an action movie. I'm set. Pew, 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 pew! Pew, pew, pew!
You're gonna scare people. You're so realistic. You might want to pull it back a little bit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare any of you.
The first thing I did was shoot a thing. Well, technically it was the last thing I did, but it was a green glowing thing, and I had a gun. Like, pew! Yeah. It's very talent-like. Yeah, shot a computer device. Well, because the whole premise was there was an AI. It was very Shadowrun, actually, now that I think about it, because the premise was these people with this time machine had built an AI, and it had gone rogue and traveled into a weird time, and we had to track it down and disable the AI.
Yeah, you picked a Shadowrun puzzle room. Are you only just realizing that?
Yeah, I actually only just am realizing that it was a Shadowrun puzzle room.
Yep. That's a thing that happened to her. Boop. Boop.
Okay, I get it. You learned that trick.
Boop.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, we're going to have to end before she boops me into a migraine.
Boop.
Yeah, I didn't shoot the and it's funny because the Raspberry Pi really is like a cyberdeck, and so their cyberdeck kept crashing. Like, oh, that's so embarrassing, guys. God. But it was cool because, like, yeah, it's hard to describe these things, but the rooms were, there's like 4 or 5, and one of the puzzles was musical, so we had to solve a musical puzzle, and it was like an air harp and stuff. So, even though it broke a couple of times, I think we all appreciated the coolness. No time travel in Shadowrun Cardinal Rule. But, like, the technology part was the AI, it's, yeah.
Paracord Pete says, I could be the next 007.
Oh, Lugeron, we hit a vein. Musical puzzles are your jam. It's tough, though, because everyone wants to talk, and you're like, no. We have to get the notes right. Hi, Xander. We're just wrapping up for the day, but it's good to see you.
Hi, Xander. Hello. We're just talking about puzzle rooms, and I'm showing everyone how I learned this trick. See? Boop. Boop.
Okay, stop. So, I think it's time to wrap up. We're at our 1 o'clock mark. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you so much for the subs and the resubs. And that's always appreciated. It is September. So, and if you didn't get a chance to sub right now and you want to see the Tuesday broadcast, it's still a couple hours before I send that email out. So if you wanted to join us for just $250 this month, then you get the invite to the to my test presentation, my keynote about product design on Google Hangouts, 7 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday.
Glad you guys had a fun time.
Might go get Mo since I put my glove on. And it seems like the extra memory went well. It seems like that things ran pretty well this time around. And maybe once we're done Shadowrun, we'll be able to run Battletech successfully.
Do we really have to bring Mo? I mean, fairies. Hi, Mo. It's really good to see you.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes, I am feeling fine and not at all delivering kind words to impress fairies.
Did you guys give her drugs?
I just, hi!
Well, hello, Sprinkles.
Yeah, okay.
So this is, well, this is an interesting development. I guess we'll just have to see how this goes. Oh, Count Zero, thank you so much. Glad you had a fun time. And Bythran, and yes. Oh my goodness, I can't.
Okay. What the hell did you just do?
I guess I've got a little, sprinkles in my throat.
That sounds gross. Don't do that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. Clearly my brain is not clear enough for multi-puppet action today, so we're gonna wrap up. Guys, thank you so much for all the subs, for the company, and stay safe in the shadows. Wujeron, everybody who's near Florida, Tohuds, please keep safe.
And if any of you know any magical fairies, please do send that information my way. And if he tries to imitate me again, shut that shit down. Oh, subscription! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Commander Dunsail. Oh my goodness, thank you. Welcome to the ranks of the Cable.
Yes, Commander Dunsail, we are so glad to have you on board. Yes, thank you for making the end of this stream even that much more exciting. We salute you, Commander. Oh, Wujeron says magical fairies will grant me a wish. Are they granting you a wish?
Wujeron, now you're just punking me.
Well,
have a good Sunday, everyone. Even you, Mo.
that sounded strangely foreboding. I think she's being nice. She said have a nice Sunday. Yeah.
I'm trying, Pete. I'm trying.
So, goodbye, everybody. Hope you had a good time. He might get 3 wishes. And we will hopefully see you at a bonus stream. And hopefully I will see all you subs, or as many of you as can make it on Tuesday night for the hangout. Bye!
Bye.